Hello there, and welcome to Second Earth. Now, this game is completely free on itch.io. I gotta say that I was extremely surprised of the quality of this game, especially considering it is currently in alpha. It was updated about 20 or so days ago, and if you check out the link in the description, you can download it and you can play it completely free right now. And I'd highly recommend checking it out if you are a base building strategy fan of any kind, because, well, you're about to see exactly why. Alright, so here we go. Basically what we are doing right now is we are a member of a massive corporation that does not care about people and only cares about profits. That's a little bit too close to home, isn't it? Yes, anyway. Yeah, so here's the first sector. So the first thing that you're going to be doing is you're going to be learning the ropes. And you're going to go into the game and you're going to see all these different sectors here. And all these different sectors have different difficulties, you know, to do with them and all that stuff. Now, bear in mind, because this is, of course, an alpha, there are things that will be changed, difficulties and so on and so forth. But I just found that this game is so incredibly well polished. My mind is just blown from how polished it actually is. This costs no money. And I personally feel like it should. It should totally cost money, even if it is just a small amount. I feel like it is an absolute travesty that it does not cost money. It really should. Anyway. New citizens are eager to work. We require you to provide food and housing for these citizens, and you may collect rent and manage their labor in return. So let's accept that. All right, so now they're just going to give us a small tutorial here. You can move around the camera and things like that. Now, the thing, or should we say the game, that is most like this game is They Are Billions. So if you're a big fan of They Are Billions, then you definitely want to check this out. Otherwise, let's go for a greenhouse. Greenhouse is going to give us some crops here, and as you can see, we have my little citizens going out there and picking some fruit. And otherwise, we can now build a community center, and the community center is for increasing your population. You can see here that we currently have a worker population of 4, or something along those lines, and we have an availability of 20. So that's pretty cool. Otherwise, what we can do is we can now build a garage, because of course you're going to need to be able to supply your various buildings with the resources. They don't just magically go over to those various buildings. They need a physical truck to take the resources to each of these various locations. And that is exactly where the road building and the logistics of the game come in. So if I build a road there, not a road, but I build a garage there, then my little truck can come along, and technically what it can do is it will be picking up this food. As you can see, it picks up 50 food per time, and you can also speed up the game as well by pressing 1, 2, 3, and you can see here that this truck is going to take this fruit, and boom, there you go. It goes into the community center, and then someone drops in a bunch of residents, and rent collectors will also be running around, and these are going to provide us with gold. And these guys are just going to be going round and around and around and around, and they're going to continue to get us resources. Otherwise, how does all this run? Well, it runs on solar power, which is actually rather nice. So we don't have to use coal or anything like that. And you can connect them with a pylon, and power networks are very important as well. Now you can see here that the map is pretty large, and there are a variety of different ways that enemies can attack you. But of course, because this is the first level, we don't really need to worry about that too much. So as you can see, this is our first real little bit of building here, and we need a pylon. So I'm going to put a pylon right there, and there you go. So now that is being powered. Now what we do need is a road, and you can see, because this is a tutorial at the moment, they're telling me exactly how to build the road. It's pretty easy, and it depends on the direction of your building, how your truck is going to drive up and down it, basically. So you need to make sure that you know exactly what you're doing with that, because otherwise it's going to result in gridlock. It's going to result in your truck not being able to go where it needs to go. Otherwise, let's build some more mining camps. And you can build one. I think I'm going to just rotate this a little bit, and we're going to go with this, like so. It doesn't really matter in the tutorial, to be honest, but I'm just going to try and be quite, quite a little bit min-maxy here. And there we go, just get 2 pylons. And then we can also go along here, like so. And look at this, we have a dust storm. These dust storms will prevent the sun from charging your solar panels. And that is then going to make it, well, produce less energy, of course. So you're going to need to build power capacitors. Unfortunately, we do not currently have the ability to do that because we currently only have solar panels available, which is not a big deal really, but I'm just going to connect these 2 sections as well. And otherwise we can build some more truck garages, and let's just get a whole bunch. There we go. Build more mining camps and more truck garages to speed up your ore production. That's exactly what I'm going to do. And we're going to just go speedy, and try and get as much gold as we can. So there you go. Let's get another truck out there. And that is going to speed up our ore production. As you can see, we have 300, 400. Look at this. We're producing like such a huge amount of ore per minute. And what you can also do is, if you want to, you can build some more greenhouses and things. So what you can do is you can build a greenhouse right here. And that is going to need to be powered, so let's just do that right there. And we need a radar tower. Yes, a radar tower is going to be very, very important for us. So let's build the radar tower, and we'll just build it right about here. Don't really want it to be encroaching on anything too much. And now we need to build some additional solar panels to get more power generation. As you can see, our power generation at the moment is minus 30. So if we build more of these, then we are going to be able to hopefully be able to start generating power instead of losing it. All right, so now we need to attract more workers. So how do you do that? Well, you just build some more community centers. So that's exactly what I'm going to do here. There we go. And now we need another pylon. And let's build that around there. There we go. And now we need to have this food truck deliver food to the community center. As you can see, that's happening right there. And then we're going to be able to get more people to live in our colony. And of course, we are going to get some alerts as we go through, you know, with the dust storms and things like that, because we don't have any power capacitors, as I said. So you're not going to be able to store anything. Now, this is where it comes in to being like, you know, they are billions. So basically what you can do is you can build a wall. And there you go. There's war. And then you can also build garrisons. You can build, later on down the line, you can build mortars, and you can build fast-firing, rapid-fire machine guns kind of thing. But for the moment, I have garrisons. And these garrisons will require people to station them. And we are hopefully going to be getting some more ore. There we go. We have to, bear in mind, we have to wait for our trucks to get to their locations. That's exactly the reason why it takes a bit of time for the resources to tick over. And now we also need to power the garrisons, of course. So we're just going to build a pylon here or there. Let's build a pylon there and a pylon there. And then people are going to be coming out. So we're going to need to supply workers to our garrisons. So let's build another little section maybe round about here. I'm not very good at building sections for the community center because I'm not entirely sure on the size that it needs. I think this is a pretty decent size, I guess. But as you can see, it's like, what is that? What is that? So that's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 7 by 5 is a pretty decent size for a community center. So that's definitely something to take into account as well. And otherwise, we're doing pretty well. I think we're doing pretty well so far. So all we need to do is just get some more workers, and then we will be able to garrison our other garrisons. So otherwise, what else do we want to do? Well, we should probably get a couple more solar panels. I think might help us out. And we do have a pretty decent supply of ore, of course. But as you can see, the mining operation completely slows down when the energy completely goes. So that's obviously not too good. Okay, so there you go. Supply enough food to your workers. So that's what we need to do as well. Always make sure if you're... Yeah, here we go. If your workers don't receive food, you will lose them. Always make sure your food production outpaces your food consumption. So in other words, we should probably build a couple more of these. So let's get another another greenhouse, and I'm not entirely sure on the size of the greenhouse. As you can see, it's a bit, yeah, something like that, I guess. Yeah, not very good at placing these things right now. I'm just going to need to get a little bit better at that as we go forward in the game, but it doesn't really matter right now. Anyway, wildlife stampede has been sighted on the horizon. Let us hope you've done enough. Humanity is power. Alright, so that means that we are now going to be attacked by the enemy that you will be seeing in this game the most, and that is a couple of, well, you'll see, a couple of insects, I believe they are. But yeah, we're going to be gathering the food, as you can see right there, gathering the taxes and everything, and we don't really need to worry about much. I'm going to actually build another, I can't do that. I need to build it here. There we go, something like that, because I don't want to encroach on that other building. So let's build another thing there. As you can see, I'm not doing this exactly how you should be doing it. You know, you need to try and make it a little bit more uniform, but it doesn't really matter so far at the moment. And here we go, we've got the enemy. Look at these guys, these creepy looking guys, they're coming. And our friends are very much ready to deal some massive damage to them. And as I say, later down the line, you're going to have some big firepower to use against the opponent. But as it stands right now, we should be okay to deal with them. There's a huge amount coming as well, so we should be a bit careful of that. And if they break through, then your farmers can also attack. So even if they do break through and you don't have, you know, a garrison built or anything like that, you should be pretty, you know, you should be okay. Anyway, that is indeed it. No profits were lost. Fantastic. Let's continue onward. Alright, so there you go. We completed the first level, and we can now name this region, and we can, yes, we can now name it after any of these things, which is rather amusing. We're going to name it, I don't even know. Reformia 1. No, that's boring. No, we shouldn't name it that. Let's name it something else like, you know, I can only think of Reformia 1 now, which is just absolutely terrible. Let's just call it Reformia Paradise. There we go. Let's just do something like that. And now we have unlocked a variety of different things, as you can see right there. And now we have the opportunity to move on to the next sector. And that's exactly what we're going to be doing. So let's go and check out the second mission. And bear in mind that you can do this right away. You can literally go to the link in the description. You can download this for free, and you can start playing almost immediately. It's a pretty small download as well. It's only about 400 MB or something like that, 400 megabytes. So yeah, that's pretty good. Otherwise, we've been granted more powerful military equipment, which is really nice too. So we can build 5 gun turrets. Okay, so let's build 5 gun turrets then, shall we? There we go. And now we have to power our turrets. So let's do that as well. Alright, so surplus power is used to charge your turret's batteries. If your turrets run out of battery, they will stop firing. More surplus power means sustained firing. Alright, so that means that we should get some more solar panels. Now, I don't know whether you can notice, but if you take a look at the gun turret's bases, you can see a little blue light come on. And that's going to kind of illustrate that they are powered, which I think is really, really cool. I like the visual effect of that. And now we have some capacitors right here as well. So I'm actually just going to place these capacitors next to our main base. There you go. And now we have a power storage ratio of 6,000, which is really nice. Unpause the mission when you are ready. So we're basically ready to go whenever we want to now. But I think what I'm going to do first is I'm going to spend a little bit of gold here or there. And we're going to just get another one of these. There we go. And let's get another. Oh, I can't actually do that right now. Oh, that's unfortunate. I was actually thinking to myself, yes, I'm going to be smart and I'm going to try and, you know, I'm going to try and build some things ahead of time. But I guess what I could do is just build some little areas here, and that will then be used to expand we'll do something like that. There we go. Something like this. Okay, that seems pretty good to me. And maybe we should build something out here as well. There we go. And maybe a little bit more like that. Okay, that seems pretty good. Maybe we want a little bit more. Am I going too hard on this? Probably. But I kind of want to make sure that we're all good, you know? Want to make sure that we have enough building space. Thankfully, roads are pretty cheap. All right, so that seems pretty cool. And we will try and see how that goes. So let's let our people go now. And they're going to do this. I'm actually going to build a wall here because I can. Just to prevent our guns from taking any damage, if they are going to take damage. But you can see here that this light indicates how fully charged the guns actually are, which is actually really cool too, because that means that you don't have to look at them specifically, you don't have to click on them or anything, even though you can click on them and you can see exactly what kind of consumption they're using, what range they have, and so on and so forth. But you don't need to do that because of the light, which is really cool. And also the minimap shows you a really nice little diagram of how your base is currently doing and how uniform it is. And I think my base looks pretty decent so far. I think it looks pretty nice. So yeah, those guys are going to be doing that. And we should probably... I should probably build a road so that we can go here. Like so. And then we'll build another road that goes this way. There we go. Just to kind of, you know, get them connected just in case. And it seems like we're running out of power storage. As you can see, look at that. They actually used all of their power from our capacitors in that one attack, which is kind of crazy. But there you go. Thanks to you, this colony has survived. Well done. And now we must survive continually. So now what we need to do is we need to build more mining camps. So let's get some mining camps up and running. So now what I've found is that you can actually split one mining camp between two different ore locations, which I think is really, really fantastic. So we're going to do exactly that. Probably twice. So let's do that. And then we will also do that over here as well. Maybe a little bit. This is actually better this way. So we'll probably do it like so. Boom, like that. All right, so then we're gonna go and we're gonna get some pylons. Can I reach there? Yes, I can. Great. And I can reach there as well. I like to do it in the least amount of pylons possible. Just for no reason. Just for no reason. Just because of me. And we're gonna just go and do this. Not like that. We're gonna do this like so. Like that, and then we are also going to do the similar thing here. That's not going to work. We'll have to go all the way around, which is definitely not something I wanted to do. That is going to make everything so much harder for my trucks, but I guess it doesn't really matter in the grand scheme of things. I mean, travel time is actually kind of a thing, you know, it's actually kind of a problem in this game. So we'll have to be a bit careful. Okay, so now we have to defend these locations, right? So we need to get some more ore. So if we can get some more ore, that would be really good. And that means I also need to get more garages. So let's build some garages right here because that seems like a pretty decent place to put them. I'm gonna build a whole bunch. And Can I build another one? Yeah, there we go. Okay, so now let's just speed that up a little bit. I also need to defend the strategic locations, so bear in mind that I also need to build more greenhouses and more community centers. So let's build a greenhouse initially. I need 100 gold to be able to do that. So let's build that round about here. And we should probably build another one round about here as well. Bear in mind that we need to be prepared for... Oh, hello, we're being attacked. Yes, as you can see. Yeah, that is problematic. Okay, so I'm actually going to just pause real quick here. I have a good amount of ore. So what I'm going to do is we're going to defend this. Is that a good thing to do? Yeah, I think that's okay. And we're going to also defend here as well. So let's build a wall around about there. Something like that would be pretty good, I think, because then we can put some of our guns in decent positions as well. So let's put 1, 2... 3, 4, 5. Let's do that. And then we'll also get a pylon to go from here. Let's just power all of them at once. There we go. All right, so that's pretty good. And now what we need to do is we need to get some power to this one. Oh, yeah, this is going to be problematic. Right. Okay, so we need people. We need people. So what we need to do is we need to get a community center. I think I may have built these a bit too small. That's a bit of an issue, but I guess that's just how it's gonna be for the moment. Yeah, I should have built them a little bit bigger, but oh well. Not a big deal, I suppose. Not a big deal. Okay, so let's build another one of these here. Probably another one of these there. And we should probably build another greenhouse. Probably there as well. Yeah, I didn't do a very good job on the zoning, I've got to say. I admit that, 100%. That was not particularly good. It seems like, whoa, we were already being attacked. Are you serious? That is not good. We're already being attacked pretty hardcore. Okay, so let's just build another one of these. We have a lot of ore at the moment, so that's not a big deal. I should definitely build some more walls. Walls don't really have any building time at the moment, which I think is pretty cool because that does make it a little bit easier to adapt to various situations. Yeah, I also need to build a couple of things there. We should probably build... yeah, we need to build more community centers, don't we? So let's build a couple more of these. Do we have enough community centers now? I'm not entirely sure. Let's build another greenhouse there. Okay, so the colony has a long way to go before it reaches its corporate targets. We're giving you access to all the Tier 1 colony technologies. This should be more than enough for your purposes. I hope so. I hope so. All right. Well, that's going quite nicely. What's going on over here? What do these need? Oh. Apparently it doesn't... Apparently it can't do that anymore. Can it? Apparently it can't do that anymore. Apparently it's already... Oh, we don't have enough people for that, do we? That's kind of a bit weird. I'm not entirely sure what's going on with that, but oh well, never mind. Okay, so they've given me a whole bunch of different things available to us now. So what I'm going to do is just going to connect all of these. That's absolutely fine, and we need some more of this. Okay, so yeah, we're being attacked right now. So I'm just going to pause real quick, and what I want to do is we want to get some more solar panels. Solar panels are going to be super important for us right now, as we do want to try and store up as much power as possible. So let's just place as many as we can here, and there we go. That's all I can do right now. And I am going to for some reason this is not mining. I don't know why this is not mining at the moment. So hopefully, yeah, there we go. That one's now mining. I don't know why this one isn't mining. This is kind of weird because there's ore right there, which is kind of weird. I don't know why that's happening. So I'm just going to remove that for the moment, and we'll just place another one about here. I think that's going to be fine, and then it will. Yeah, there we go. Then it's going to start doing that. So that's pretty good. Okay, so now let's just continue getting some more solar panels up and running. The wave is coming in about 35 seconds. And I think we should be fine. I mean, we've got some pretty strong defenses right here. So I think we should be okay. But you know how it goes. Sometimes it's just not going to go well. But we'll try it nevertheless. Yeah, that's going pretty well. Okay, so the waves are now incoming. And we have a power storage of 8,000. You know what I should have done? I should have built another one of these capacitors. That would have made more sense. Because then we have even more space for energy. But yeah, look at this wave. Look at these waves. They're just absolutely insane. There's just a huge amount of them. And what I'm actually going to do is we're going to build another wall here. A little bit. I don't have enough. The ore generation is not enough. Okay, you know what? I'm going to build another one of these mining camps right here. Let's build it around about there, I think. Going to need a road. There we go, and we can build a pylon in the middle there. And they're being very clever, as you can see. These enemies are being very clever. You can't actually build right in front of them either, which is... Ah, no, this is not good. This is not good. Okay, there we go. There we go. We've trapped them. We've trapped them a little bit. I don't have enough ore. Oh, dear. This is problematic. Okay, I'm going to build a garrison as soon as I get enough ore around here. And then hopefully my people will be able to attack. I'm not getting enough ore. Do I have enough trucks? Seems like my trucks are taking a long time to get to where they need to go. It's probably because they're all doing this, aren't they? I need to build more trucks. That would definitely make more sense, wouldn't it? There we go. I've got some. Okay, so we're going to just build a garrison right about there. So that people can actually attack. Alright, so there you go. At least we defended. We defended a little bit. Yeah, we're also having a problem with this enemy right here. And I'm going to need to build more wall around about there. Just going to try and build it up as much as possible. There we go. And we're going to need more energy. Can you shoot that? Yeah, there we go. Thank you. They're finally shooting it. Okay, good. There we go. We defeated that wave. That was messy. That was really messy, wasn't it? That was really bad. Okay, so I'm going to just take this and just get rid of all of these little bits. Alright, okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to build a whole bunch of garages. We can build an oxygen scrubber as well, by the way, which actually is going to help out your colonies, help out your little community centers and things like that. And that is going to make things a little bit easier. As you can see, it allows more workers to live in a single house, which is pretty cool. And I'm actually going to put another one around about here. And then what you want to do is you can also do a hospital, which also generates credits from surrounding communities. So we're going to do that around about here too. Boom. There we go. And then we have a waste dump which stores excess waste. Going to put that around about here. There we go. Just put 2 of them there. And then we also have the hospital, of course, which also produces toxic waste. Both of those produce toxic waste, so you need a decent amount of it. There we go. Okay. So now it's not going too badly. I think we should be okay. I just need to get some more capacitors, I think. There we go. And we'll probably try and get some more of these. Alright, there we go. Okay, so I built a whole bunch more of these. And storage full, cannot produce. Oh, no, what? We have already... Oh, no, we haven't filled up the toxic waste just yet. Have we? Doesn't seem like it. Okay, well, I'm going to just build a thing over here, and then we're just going to put the toxic waste round about there. There we go. And then the road can just go around. There we are. Okay, that seems pretty good. And hopefully that is going to be okay. And then otherwise, we'll just build another community center right about... I should probably put it right next to the hospital, actually, so we can maybe get a little bit more cash that way. But we do need roads around it, you know what I mean? So we probably want to do something like this. Another greenhouse could help. So something like that. There we go. Very small greenhouse. Not exactly great. I wonder whether I actually need... No, I don't. It doesn't seem like I actually need power for the toxic waste dumps or anything like that. Oh, wow. There's a lot of toxic waste dumps. Okay, build a waste dump to store toxic waste. I actually did do that. Yeah, I actually did do that. So there it is. It's right there. And maybe what I can do is something like this. There we go. That might be a little bit better in terms of its space. Okay, so we're not getting any food there, so I'm going to need another greenhouse or something. Maybe we should build one around about here. And there. Seems like pretty decent. Alright, so how are we doing? Oh, okay. Oh yeah, we're doing great. Yeah, we're doing fantastically. We're doing absolutely fantastically. Okay, so let's build some more turrets. Let's build some many more turrets. Yes. We will definitely need more turrets. Okay, yeah, my power storage is low. Suffice to say. Okay, let's just build some more garrisons. Do the garrisons actually help without a wall? I'm actually wondering about that. Okay, so it seems like we're okay there, and we're doing okay here, I think. They are needing people to man them, which is unfortunate. But I think that should be okay. I'm just going to get another couple of pylons up there as well. And I think we're done. I think we're done. There's just one enemy remaining. I'd like to get a garrison. Oh, never mind. He's dead. Dead from the explosion of him killing one of my turrets. That's hilarious. Okay, so there you go. Glory to humanity. And no profits were lost, of course. Very nice indeed. Did lose a lot of people, though. Did lose a lot of people. Okay, yeah, workforce lost 9. And we can now name the new region. What are we going to name it? We're going to name it something like Reformia Not So Paradise. There we go. Because I'm very serious. Yeah, there we go. Okay, because we lost people there, you know? People died there, which was not particularly good. Anyway, that will then unlock 2 more sectors, and you can decide where you want to go next. So if you'd like to download the game, there is a link in the description. It's completely free from itch.io, and I'd highly recommend checking it out if you are a fan of They Are Billions, or just in general a fan of simulation style defense economy games. I love these kinds of games, so I'm pretty happy with this, completely happy with it, and I would have been happy to pay some money for it actually, but who knows, maybe it will come to Steam at some point in the future along its development cycle. Otherwise, I thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.